I was telling Sean, Kevin, like, bro, I don't even know if you remember this, bro, but bro, when I desperately needed another job and I'm like, I'm going to somehow, some way get my foot in that wrestling door. And I paid to do a wrestling show on Long Island in 1991. And bro, it wasn't a dirt sheet show. I was part of the act. And I did a show called Vicious Vincent's World of Wrestling. And bro, you were my first guest as Vinny Vegas, bro, in 1991. Wow. I never forgot that, bro. I never forgot that.
Wow.
He must have charged you a fortune.
Yeah, no. I don't think he knew to charge me anything back then. Do I owe you money, Kevin? Do I need to send you a check?
It's before he got smartened up.
No, don't worry about
it. Just tear yours up that I sent you the other day. How about that?
Okay.
Vince, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you guys. I'll see you later, man.
We will see all you guys next time. Thank you so much.
You know, Kevin, I don't even think you remember this or realize this, but this is something I will never, ever, ever forget. But yeah, Sean, I mean, Kevin's right, bro. The TV was so lame and so horrible at that point. I was just making up my own angles in the magazine. They had nothing to do with what was on TV because what was on TV was horrible. But I'll never forget this. And Kevin, I know you don't even remember this. The last promo that Kevin cut in WWF before he went to WCW was, I believe, his greatest promo of all time. But Kevin, you wore a magazine hat, and bro, that meant so much to me because I knew that was your last promo, and you wore that WWF magazine hat, bro. That meant the world to me, and I never even got to tell you that.
Because you work
bro,
all the time.
Well, it's not 9:30, Sean. It's literally, I got to be on something else at 9:55. So
I know.
I don't know how long you can go, but at 9:55, I got to do something else.
Well, I wanted to give you some time to get out, but I wanted to talk about that tireless work ethic. You touched on it before when you said you put your heart into writing when you were in WWE and everything. I got to tell you.
That's when we talked earlier, Sean. I wanted, like, what's your day like? You know, what's your day like now?
I tried to convey to Kevin how much content you put out, and I know I couldn't even get it all. So tell me what your network is about now, the Russo Brand, and you're producing shows. You have other people hosting shows. You pulled me aside virtually during COVID when I told you I was starting a podcast. Yeah. You said, bro, give me a half hour. I'll lay this market out for you. And like in no time from when we were doing the videos together, when you said, I'm starting a podcast, and guys would poke their head in the room. And we go, hey, Vince, I heard starting a podcast. How is that market? How is that whole thing? And you're like, I'm just figuring it out. I'm just getting started now. From that point till you talked to me in 2019 or whatever the hell that was, 2020, you managed to put together an empire under your brand. With you're on Twitch, you're live on Twitch, and people are watching you watch things. They're tipping you. You got subscribers. Tell us about your operation. It's fascinating.
Yeah, bro, it's 10 years, Sean. I mean, I left TNA in 2012. I did not have anything lined up. And bro, people think I'm loaded. Okay. I did not make Kevin Nash money. A writer did not make wrestler money. I did not get $1 million payday for WrestleMania. Okay. I made a writer's salary. So like I left in 2012. I was not a rich man. I did not know what I was going to do, bro. And I got into podcasts, and I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I developed russosbrand.com. I got all my friends are part of the network, you know, Al Snow and Stevie Ray and Stevie Richards, and Disco is a part of the network. EC3. A lot of people do shows with me. They have their own shows. Bro, it's phenomenal because it's people I want to work with. It's the good people.
Trying to maybe get a little edgier, I think. But have you, Vince, Did you ever think of jumping ship during that time when things started to get really crazy during the late 96?
Oh yeah, no, I told you, bro. I told you. I was begging Kevin and Jeff Jarrett, who were over at WCW, to get me on the phone with Eric Bischoff. I wanted to go work for them. And bro, I swear to God, I'll never forget. It was a Monday night after Nitro. My phone rang, and it was Eric Bischoff. And those guys, he made the call to me, and he said, "Listen, Kevin and Jeff have really put you over, yada yada yada." And the first thing, bro, this is my first conversation ever with Eric Bischoff, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, bro. Bro, I am a New Yorker, and New Yorkers are brash. Okay, bro. The chip Eric Bischoff had on his shoulder talking to me. However, I said to myself, you know what, bro? This guy deserves to have a chip on his shoulder. He's kicking Vince McMahon's ass, bro. So as arrogant as I thought Eric was the first time I ever spoke to him, I felt he had every right to be. And what happened, bro, was Eric told me he would get back to me, right? So what happened was I felt so dirty that I had that conversation with Eric. And I was really as loyal to Vince as I could be. So what I did was I said to myself, I'm going to schedule a meeting with Linda McMahon, who was my boss. And I'm going to ask Linda one question and one question only. And that question was, Linda, if you think I'm just capable of writing the magazine, I need you to tell me that. Because if she would have said, yeah, Vince, we just see you as the magazine writer, I would have pursued Eric and going to WCW. So what happens, bro, is I'm scheduled to have my meeting with Linda. I sit down with Linda. Who walks in the room unexpectedly? Vince McMahon. And I was like, bro, I don't give a shit. I'm here to ask Linda the question. I'm going to ask her the question in front of Vince. So Vince sits down, and I said, guys, bro, Kevin will tell you this. Sean will tell you this. Bro, there are times in your life, it's very few, when you take your balls in your hand, and this is either going to go good or bad, but you have enough confidence in yourself to know, bro, if it goes bad, I'll just go work someplace else.
It's your shot. You got to know your shot.
Yeah, bro, it's your shot. And that was my shot. And I said it in front of Vince. I said, I just need to know, is all you think I'm capable of is writing the WW magazine? Sean, he got red in the face. How dare you ask my wife that question? Who the hell do you think you are? And bro, I was a New Yorker, and I know when somebody's trying to scare you. So it's like, bro, I was almost like laughing inside because I'm sitting here saying, bro, I want to help you, and you're cutting a promo on me. So I said exactly that. I looked at him and I'm like, Vince, I just want to help you. Like I said, that's all I want to do. Bro, that was a Friday. On Tuesday, after perhaps the worst Raw in history, I was called into Vince's office, and that's when he put me as the head writer of the show.
It's a lesson for all. Yeah. Business 101 here.
It's like
take the money, brother.
Thank you, Ryan, for
thanks. Much love to everybody.
A great story.
Sean, I got to tell Kevin a story that I've never gotten to tell Kevin. And Sean, you will get a kick out of this too. First of all, Kevin, I was junior writer when you and Scott are going to jump ship. So Bruce Pritchard takes me out to dinner. Okay. And he's telling me now, bro, keep in mind, we're looking at who, what, where, TL Hopper, the Goon, Freddie Joe Floyd, and he's sitting there with me, and he breaks the news to me that Kevin and Scott are going to WCW. But Kevin, it's no big deal. So, again, bro, I got to be respectful because I couldn't say anything at that time. But I'm sitting there, I'm saying, oh, okay, bro, we're losing Scott Hall and Kevin. What are we going to do? We're going to put Doink in the main event? I knew this was a disaster. I knew this was a disaster. So you guys hop over there. You do it perfectly, those first couple of weeks. So then, Sean, a couple of weeks later, after now, Scott and Kevin are there. Bruce comes into my office again. Vince, we got this great idea. You're going to love this idea. He always used to come to me with what they were going to do on TV. And I'm like, what is it, Bruce? We're gonna recreate Diesel and Razor Ramon. I'm like, what? We're going to put Diesel and Razor Ramon back on the show. Hell, we created Diesel and Razor Ramon. They're just characters. And bro, I'm sitting there and I'm like, literally, bro, either Vince is getting high or he's up there you guys literally think we're going to slide somebody in the boots of Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and not miss a beat. Bro, they believed that. Sean. Bro, I swear to God, one of the greatest things was when there's a when fake Razor and Diesel show up. Bro, go back and watch that and listen to poor JR try to call that. Bro,
he's got to sell it.
Bro, JR just wanted to say, are you effing kidding me? I felt so bad for them putting JR because, bro, JR also always wanted to be taken very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's trying to get over the Diesel. Oh, my God. What a freaking disaster, bro.
Classic shit. JC Santiago, we want you to get in here before it gets too late.
How y'all doing?
How are you?
I'm doing great. First, I just want to say, Kevin Nash, you and Scott Hall were really my inspiration when it came to clothing. Red and black has always been my favorite colors, and now because of that, I wear it because of y'all. And I appreciate that. Just want to give
Kevin always recognized as the fashion plate of wrestling, and it's continuing here tonight, clearly.